I recently started learning how to draw, with my goal being to actually get good. And my next step in this journey is to draw with charcoal, both the drawing and the shading and the smudging. And for this project I am drawing a portrait, and who the portrait is supposed to resemble, you will have to guess that. I'm not telling. To start, I am using a regular graphite pencil to sketch out the basic shape of the head. I add some guidelines to place the facial features correctly. At least I am trying to place the facial features correctly. You will see at the later stages that I kinda messed up the mouth and the nose, but hey, I'm still learning. My next step is to sketch out the clothing and to draw the folding in the fabric. I add some additional features to the face, and the result is a complete abomination freak of nature. I do apologize for this, and I promise that the face will start to resemble a human being at later stages, at least if you squint your eyes. And here comes the fun part. I will start to use some charcoal, and for this portrait I'm only using the hard pencil and the medium pencil. I'm saving the soft pencil for another project. Also, regarding the blending and the smudging, I don't have a stump blender or whatever they're called. I'm only using my finger for this. But I'm starting to add some shading to the clothing and the fabric. I'm also smudging out the shading, and I think the result is decent. My goal here is to make the shading look realistic. And this is the result for the shading on the clothes. Do you think it looks realistic? I think it looks okay. And then I added some shading to the face using the medium pencil. It looks way too aggressive in my opinion. I haven't used any fading. It goes from almost pitch black to no shading at all. I will try to add some fading from the dark parts and blend it over to the light parts. It gets very smudgy since I'm only using my finger here and since I'm new to this. And finally I will start to fix the facial features so they actually look like a human being. And this is the result. I fixed the mouth and I fixed the nose, and I think it kind of resembles a human now. And I ended up adding some additional shading at some different parts of the portrait, and this is the end result. I'm quite happy with it, all things considered. I have never done anything like this before. This is basically my first portrait and the first time using charcoal. I do think that this portrait was quite difficult to make, and I admit that I had a pretty rough start, but I think it turned out okay. I still need to practice on the facial features, and I need to practice on the shading, not going too aggressive, not going too smudgy. The hard pencil was a bit harder to use than I expected. It felt like it almost didn't have any effect when I used it, and I had to press really hard for anything to happen. But the medium pencil I enjoyed quite a lot. It had a very dark black and it was quite easy to smudge and use for fading. But I really enjoyed using charcoal, and I look forward to keep practicing with it. Thanks for watching.